about 15 miles above Whitefish. We took a sea right over the top of the hatch crane up here, and that's 8 feet up in the water too, so I don't know whether I can do it or not.
Captain Cooper spent well over a half hour trying to get through to the Coast Guard after he noticed the Fitzgerald had vanished on radar. And when he did get through, he felt they were more interested in finding an overdue 16-foot fishing boat.
Then the Coast Guard for an hour called them. I don't know why the hell they took so long. They were a mess in the way they handled the affair, I think. To a certain extent, they could have been out there a lot quicker.
Cooper would later search the area and find there was no one who could help the 29 aboard the Edmund Fitzgerald. But what about the overdue fishermen? It turns out that 3 boats were caught in the gale at Tequamanen Bay, and 2 of them were overturned in the massive seas on November 10th. According to interviews in the Michigan Country Lines magazine in November of 1996, the 2 found clinging to their 16-foot boat were father and son Francis and Christopher Parrish. They had been tending their fish nets when a wall of water flipped their boat, leaving them clinging to the tiny edge. 4 other fishermen had been stranded on Tequamanen Island, a tiny rock formation about the size of a football field in length, which is over 4.5 miles offshore of where the famous Tequamanen River spills into Lake Superior. Parrish's nephew John Lufkins had sought shelter in a fishing shack on the barren island, and 3 other men warmed themselves with coffee when John set out in a small boat to get help. He found his relatives clinging to their boat and returned them to the shack, where the winds blew off the tar paper sides and threatened to cave in the front door. The 6 men survived the night and then set out in that single boat for the mainland, where they were met by other anglers in the bay. The danger of the lakes was later demonstrated when one of those survivors later drowned near Cross Village. If you'd like to learn more about the Fitzgerald, from its launch to its tragic loss, check out my 5 stories at shipwreckpodcast.com. It's over 4 hours on the famous ship, and there are 10 more hours of free listening from other shipwreck survivals. For Wrecknology, I'm Rick Mixter.